welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day. It's been a while since I filmed one of these, and I figured today is the day to do it because I need to get back on track. I have been not on point with my macros over the last week, and in fact, last night was a bit rough for me. I think I got the stomach bug, and so I have just been feeling really off. The last few days I've been really bloated, and I've just been trying to hit my protein goals. Like, that is the main thing that I've been trying to hit. I haven't been on point with like my carbs, with my calories. I've been kind of under eating just because I've been feeling like really bloated. And then last night with the stomach bug, I was just feeling miserable. So today is my day to kind of get back on it, get back on track. And I made my breakfast this morning, which had some eggs, egg whites, and I made homemade gluten-free bread, which actually turned out really good. And I'll leave a link to the recipe down below in the description box of this video. I use my bread maker, so I'm imagining you could probably use the same recipe without one and just use like a bread loaf pan. But I have been trying to stay away from gluten just to see if it's gonna make any difference with inflammation, with how I'm feeling. And so I decided to make homemade gluten-free bread, and it turned out delicious. So you guys saw my protein coffee that I made using my favorite protein powder, which again, I will leave a link to along with a coupon code that you can use down below. I also had a little bit of a rice cake. I didn't work out this morning because I just slept terribly last night because of my stomach bug. So I kept it really light and easy and just did like some steps on the walking pad. So I've just been trying to hit my steps today. The protein shake with the rice cake and my breakfast that I had, the total calories on that was 407 calories, 33.5 grams of protein, 38.4 grams of carbs, and 12.2 grams of fat. I'm gonna make my lunch because it is around 12:30 right now and I'm pretty hungry. So my lunch is gonna be 100 grams of chicken thigh, 40 grams of sweet potatoes, 50 grams of broccoli, and some watermelon. We'll see if I have any additional snacks. I've been loving dates right now as like a sweet treat. I have been trying my best to stay away from anything with like added sugars. I haven't been really eating a lot of dessert, although I did make gluten-free brownies over the weekend. They turned out really, really good too. So I've been kind of snacking on that like over the last couple days. So I'm just trying to get back on track, guys. I'm trying to stay on point, and this is kind of like my mini diary, and this is my way of holding myself accountable by filming what I eat in a day. I am currently just trying to focus on building muscle and losing fat, and still eating 130 grams of protein, and just really focusing on my nutrition, hitting my macros. My current workout routine, it's actually changed since the last time that I talked to you guys. I'm no longer doing a 4-day training split. I'm actually doing 3 full body workout sessions focused on progressive overload with 2 cardio sessions a week. So that is my current split, along with hitting the 10,000 steps a day. I've also been just trying to focus on recovery and getting enough quality sleep, and then also water. I've been trying to drink a ton of water. I use my favorite electrolyte powder in my hydro jug first thing in the morning. I try and chug as much of that as possible. It's got magnesium, potassium, sodium, and it also helps with my headaches. So I'm gonna get to eating lunch, and I will chat with you guys in a little bit. This is what I'm having for lunch: 100 grams of chicken thighs, 50 grams of broccoli, 60 grams of sweet potatoes, and 150 grams of watermelon. I may have some dates afterward as like a little sweet treat, we'll see. I'm just trying to eat more whole foods, more nutrient dense foods, trying to stay away from like the processed foods such as like the breads, pastas. Trying to be a little bit more cautious of like the types of foods that I'm having and incorporate more nutrient dense foods into my diet. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this and see what else we get into today. I just put my son down for a nap. Hopefully, crossing fingers, he goes down. I am sipping on some chamomile tea. I did put a little bit of cinnamon and just like a little bit of honey. Typically around this time, I try and get some steps in on the walking pad. I'll go for a walk. I will do a little bit of computer work, and then I'll make my snack, which is like my favorite snack. It's my go-to. It's my yogurt parfait bowl. I'll typically make that around like 3:30, 4 o'clock. You guys have seen this like time and time again on my channel. I'm obsessed with this yogurt parfait bowl because it's not only packed in protein, but it really satisfies that sweet craving that I have. I also have been making homemade granola. I personally really like making homemade granola because I can control the ingredients. I use butter instead of like the bad oils sometimes that you find in store-bought granola. And I just load it up with like wild blueberries. You could throw in frozen raspberries for fiber. That's what I used to do a lot, especially when I was in my cut. I was doing a lot of frozen raspberries. But I have since switched out the raspberries for wild blueberries, and I absolutely love frozen mango. So I throw in frozen mango in there. It just kind of ties me over until dinner time because we typically don't eat until 6 o'clock or sometimes even as late as 6:30. And I just can't go like long stretches of time, like between lunch and dinner. That's 6 hours. So I personally can't wait that long to eat, and I like to have something in between. And I find that the yogurt parfait bowl is just that perfect balance between sweet, but also getting in my fiber and also hitting my protein goals. So I'm going to chill here for a little bit and do a little bit of work and try and get some steps in on the walking pad, but also taking it super light and easy because my body has been through it over the last 24 hours and I'm still not fully 100%. My stomach still is kind of in knots. So I'm just trying to stay hydrated and try and stay on top of my nutrition today. Get back to it, and I will see you when I'm eating my yogurt parfait. Forward to this every single day. I absolutely love it. It is so yummy. I just love my homemade granola. Like, I get to control the ingredients. I put hazelnuts in it, and I love hazelnuts. I put walnuts, I put pumpkin seeds. It is so good. So I'm going to enjoy this. I just finished walking on my walking pad, and I am looking forward to eating this before my son wakes up. 300 calories, almost 21 grams of protein, 6 grams of fat, and 44 grams of carbs. And it's 3:45, so this will tie me over until dinner time. This is my dinner. I'm having ground beef, white rice, and cauliflower. There's 120 grams of 90-10 ground beef, 50 grams of cauliflower, and 80 grams of white rice. And then for dessert, I'm probably gonna have some dates and some milk. So I'll probably do like a cup of 2% milk and 40 grams of dates. This meal plus the dates and the milk will be 577 calories, 42 grams of protein, 17 fat, and 62.5 grams of carbs. So this is my very boring and bland dinner. I was craving white rice. I didn't really want sweet potato, so this should do. Still gluten-free, and I feel like it's gonna really kind of settle my stomach because my stomach is still kind of on edge right now. So yeah, I don't know. I really like white rice, so this is what I'm having. I love white rice so much. So good. 3 dates, half a cup of milk, drinking this 2% Dairy Gold. It's got 14 grams of protein for a serving. So good. That was everything that I ate today. I hit 117 grams of protein, 171 grams of carbs, and let's see, 44 grams of fat. If you guys like this video, thumbs it up, subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.